Yeah, that's cool as Nice. Nicely done. And that what is that at?
Precious Juggalos.
Just Precious Juggalos
Just underscore Juggalos.
underscore. You see, that's important.
These nuts. Got him! Got him!
Woo woo!
Listen to shovel wine from Precious Juggalos. I've got nothing and everything on well he paints. He's the one of those bingo drinkers and the love traumatic juggle floor. Neurotic to the paintbrush, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give him something creeps his chat on YouTube. It's always getting. Sometimes
Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to a Tuesday down here in the Juggalo dungeon. I, of course, am Shovel of Precious Juggalos, and we're here to paint stuff and hang out and basically not suck. That's the plan. Good to see everybody here already. Thank you for already donating your thumbs if you have. If you haven't already, pop a thumbs up on the stream. I would appreciate you for it. It's good to see JR. Good to see Pops, Ben, Swill. Shayna, I think I said Doc, but I'm going to say Doc again, and Kendra, and there's somebody else. Aki's here. Yeah, people are here. People are here. People are here. I'm here. There were some Faygo guesses. What flavor of Faygo am I drinking today? Good question. Excellent question. Let me start the other stream here. You know, we might as well make things a little bit more difficult, because if it ain't triple streamed, what's the point? You know what I mean? All right, your guesses have been submitted. They have been tallied. One of you is correct. Who's it gonna be? Well, it's a pop indeed. It's a bubble pop. Pops is correct. I picked a bubble pop. Let's get it out. Dump it in my Killer Clowns from Outer Space mug. Drink it. Smell it. And then we're gonna paint something a little different today. A little palette cleanser on a Tuesday. And this one's going to blow your flipping minds, because it is extremely different from what we've been doing. Extremely different. We are, yeah. I always forget that the mug is smaller, too. Oh. Ooh, it is a good mug. Delicious bubble pop. All right, are you guys guys ready to see what we're working on today? I don't know why I just rubbed my belly like that. That was awkward. But this is something very different. I've never done anything like this before. Crystal, good to see you. It's been a little bit difficult. Actually, now that I say that, is the chat box frozen again? It's always something, you know? It's always something. Let's try fixing that real quick before we get going too far down the road. All right, let's see if it comes back online or if I need to panic. Also, shout out to the Gosling family, the entire family, subscribed on YouTube. Hello to the Goslings. All right, we got Crystal. Somebody hit me on Twitch. Let's see if Twitch is Twitch twitching. How are the ribs, Doc? Properly smoked, I hope. Smoked to perfection. Twitchy twitchers, there we go, it works. Ah, it's so good. Okay. So this is a very large, very vintage piece. And I need you all, I'm an idiot. I didn't take pictures of this to show it from the beginning. But you gotta believe me when I tell you, when this arrived, this was totally white. All of the paint was missing. So I've painted it up to this point. I've gotten it back to where it is indeed a vintage Cookie Monster cookie jar. But now I need to make it a Juggalo Cookie Monster cookie jar. So yeah, we got to do some face painting. But what do you think of that, huh? Look at that. I like to think I've done some pretty good work. I've never, I mean, I've painted on ceramic every now and again, but I've never painted this big. This has been a big job, and I am way behind on it, so we need to get to work on it. Doc, is anything food safe? I mean, really, is anything food safe? No, it's not. And you know what? If you want to live life on the edge and go ahead and put cookies in there, you know, go ahead. I ain't gonna stop you. You're a rebel, Dottie. You do what you want. But I would not recommend putting... Oh, goodness. Swill, I don't know what that means. All right, let's get this paint mixed up. Ooh. That's our first one of the day. That was a pretty solid burp. If you're into burps, yeah, that's an Aerosmith reference. I recognize that. I will say this is not perfect. It's going to need some touching up. I have definitely, like I said, I've never painted anything like this before. Also, whoa, Glenn Dodge got some firework. I told you, Glenn, that firework from Fago do be pretty dang good. Oh boy, that stinks. It has been bumming me out that it's been very difficult for me to find firework. All right, I need to recalibrate here. What's up, Los? Good to see you today. Los, we're going a little off script here. We're going into virgin territory where this is the lid to a Cookie Monster cookie jar that's probably about as old as me, you know. Here we go. Wait, is that properly mixed? I don't think it is. Never mind. Hold on. So actually, Swill, good question. That is why there are two kinds of Cookie Monster cookie jars from back in the day. One with a chef's hat, one without. What's up, Ploho or Plojo over on the vertical stream? Hello, welcome in. My name's Shovel. It's good to see you today. But yeah, so it's not outside the world of Muppets to have eyebrows and elements of the face that actually exist in portions that are not part of the face, i.e. having eyebrows up on the hat. So I'm going to paint Violet J's face paint on this Cookie Monster, and it's going to go up into the hat a little bit. You Gaming, what? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm just mixing some paint real quick. Give me a second. Just give me a second. Hey! Zombie got his goods. Everything is good. Zombie and I had a little DM freak out regarding one of his packages. We thought that it was lost in the mail. It turns out we're dumb and we were looking at the wrong package. Whoopsies. Whoopsie daisies. Then we figured it out, and yeah, guess what? It hadn't arrived yet because it hadn't arrived yet, as it turns out. We got it all wrong. All right, you Gaming. If you're not a big fan of the vertical style of stream, there is a horizontal version as well, if you prefer. Otherwise, if you like the vertical, you are welcome to hang out in there. I will say you can't see the chat. We're dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube, and we're on YouTube 2 different ways. So there is a lot of chatting going on that you can't necessarily see in the vertical chat. Yes, I do. Good question, Ben Tramer. We are using... okay, cool. We are using enamel paint because this is... so the glazed surface on this ceramic cookie jar is still on it. The paint that was missing, because like I said, this thing was pretty much all white when it arrived at Precious Juggalos HQ down here in the Juggalo dungeon. All the paint was over the glaze, and it had worn off over the years. And it was real weird. It was just a raw glaze over white clay, and it wasn't. It was kind of crackly and kind of not good looking. So what I did, you see, is I spray painted all the blue over the top, whilst taping off all the portions that would originally have been white, like the eyes and the hat. I taped those off so they would, thank you, so they would retain their original glaze and whiteness. Painted everything else blue, and now, as is the way of things, we are going over the top with the Juggalo face paint to, yes indeed, Juggify this thing. So yeah, that's where we're at. How long has it taken me to get here? Way too long. I'll be honest with you, this project made me real nervous because I am.
You sure you ain't the smartest guy in the world?
Yeah. I personally am a big fan of vintage Sesame Street and Cookie Monster specifically. So I didn't want this to suck. I wanted it to be real nice. And when it got to me, it was in a rough state. It was actually cracked as well. It had a pretty bad crack running through the base of it that I tried to professionally repair as best as I could. You can always tell a crack on something ceramic if you flick it and it doesn't ring. If it sounds crunchy, there's a crack in it. What's up, Josh? Good to see you today. And Nunya, good to see you as well.
Woo woo!
But yeah, so I repaired the base, and now if you tap it, it rings like a bell. Basically means it's all in one piece, is what that is. So I done good. I fixed it. I fixed it real good. But I was nervous about that too. At every pass of this, I just keep thinking, okay, this is the point where I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna be haphazard with it. I'm gonna run it into the doorknob or something stupid. I'm gonna break it, and I'm just gonna be distraught, and I'm gonna have to send a very awkward message of, yeah, that thing, yeah, it's off. I destroyed it. It's gone. It's gone for good. But we've made some pretty good strides in the last couple of weeks. And really, that's kind of what it's all about with doing this kind of stuff, is, at least for me, is this is going to be a Violent J, right? It is Violent J, right? I'm not crazy. Pretty sure it was Violent J. I think UU Gaming would be the one to ask. I think. It's kind of hard to see, but I think. He knows. He knows. What's up, Nanya? How's it going? Hope you're having a great Tuesday. It's good to see you. And yes, Shovel does know that Shovel do be crazy. Sometimes I take on projects like this and it becomes abundantly clear just how crazy I am. Because this is definitely not normal. This is not a normal thing. But what is normal, you know? What is normal? Have we defined that? Labubu's are the new normal. Yeah. Oh, Swill, those Labubus, I tell you what. Even I'm getting tired of them. But doggone it if they don't sell immediately as soon as I finish them, you know? It's just crazy. And every time, I kid you not, every time I'm like, I post them to my shop and I go, it's probably the market's finally dropped and my price is just way too high. And I really start to doubt myself, and I think, I gotta drop the price. And then about that time it sells. So it's like, okay, well, all right then. Okay, all right. Market's still there. Joe Dirt. Dang. On the reg? No, I do not. I do not paint Cookie Monster on the reg. This is definitely a first. It's not the first time I've done ceramic. I've repainted small ceramic figurines. But yeah, this scale and this amount of color, I haven't really dealt with before. And I will say, enamel is really not fun to work with. I don't enjoy painting enamel. But if you get it just right, it looks so good. So good. So that being said, right now we're just roughing it in, okay? So it's not going to look good right now. It's going to look patchy and streaky and frankly a little unsettling. But stick with me, and I'm pretty sure we're going to end up with something real nice once we're done. Once we're done, this is going to be real nice. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And they're not perfect circles, so those need to be adjusted too. The one good thing about enamel is it's not so bad to overpaint a little bit, because you can kind of cut it back to the perfect shape that you want. Underpainting, though, not putting enough paint on or getting enough coverage, that gets hard. No, that was a yellow van, not a school bus. That was a yellow van, if you're referring to the reel from today. And Mikey, if you're here, I've always meant to paint more of those. I just haven't gotten around to it. Also, that tour van was like a tour de force of tiny painting. I had not really painted as small as I had until I painted that, and that's what really taught me that I could paint crazy small. I really had no idea before then. Hey, Live Style Rewind, what's up?
Woo woo!
What's up? I wasn't planning on it, Swill. You mean as though Cookie Monster has been getting into some medicinal cookies? What are you referring to? Because I don't recall Cookie Monster having any redness of the eyes. I think he uses Visine. Edibles in the jar, yeah. Oh, Kendra must be working on a project. Kendra, I hope whatever you're working on, I hope it turns out great. Great. He does waste a lot of cookie. I do agree with that. He is a big destroyer of delicious cookies. It really does depend on the cookie. That's not a bad little start, you know? Oh, you know what just occurred to me? This just dawned on me. Okay, so, and I had to look it up because, you know, sometimes Muppet mouths will be like a pink border and then a red interior with like a tongue and stuff like that. Cookie Monster is one of the exceptions to the rule in the world of Muppets, where the interior of his mouth is just black. And I think it's because of the, you know, the cookie thing that he does. So that raises an issue. When I do the mouth paint, it's not gonna show that there's a variation there. You know what I mean? It's gonna all blend together. So I might paint a little red border of suggestion of lip, maybe. Otherwise, it's not going to look good. It's going to look terrible having black converge with black. I don't know. Do you think? You guys are saying white, I'm saying red. Well, before anything, before we make any decisions, on that. We're going to need to let this white set up a little bit, and then we'll have to do another coat of white. Oh, nice. Yeah, I only have one black. Well, and that's the thing, Swills. Over the top of this, I'm going to be spraying a triple thick glaze, a spray glaze. So the whole thing is going to be looking shiny like it did originally. So having something flat and something gloss next to each other, it won't show once the coating's done. No, Vanta Black won't work on this, unfortunately. Because it's over a glaze, it wouldn't stick. It would degrade and crack and chip and look not good. Not good. Let's take a Fago break while we let this paint dry a little bit. We missed it. Today is Bubble Pop in a Killer Clown's mug. Bubble Pop be so good. So good. Dump the rest of the bottle in there. Yeah, Josh, I need to buy my ticket to that Columbia show. Not necessarily with the enamel. I do. That's part of my moving into the shed, though. I want to have some accessories to improve my painting experiences. There we go. That'll go. Yeah, there you go, Nunya. With enamel. Nunya knows what's up. Which I'm frankly surprised that the Blue Note is cool with all the Fago. I mean, I will say, I don't think I paint with enamel enough to really do a lot of build out for enamel. But I do want to have some drying fans, like strategic drying fans that I can use for the acrylics that I do on pretty much everything else I paint. Yeah, I guess that is true. That is true. And guar is definitely in our area a lot. But that's what happens when I believe one of the members of guar lives in the Kansas City Metro. Pretty sure. He even teamed up. I can't remember which member of guar it is, so you'll have to excuse me. I'll just refer to him as him. But he teams up with Stretch. Dang it, what's the name of Stretch's? Stretch is an artist here in Kansas City that also has restaurants. Dang it, I can't remember the name of the restaurant in the Crossroads. Now I feel like an idiot. It's also a music venue. Outdoor venue. Stretch. They have really good Philly cheesesteaks. Yeah, they live on the mothership, that's right. Yeah. That is correct. Yeah, man, Nunya, You got the old noggin. You've got the wheels turning on this one, don't you? This one has you fully engaged. I like it. I like it. I like it. Do you, Nunya, do you do, like model cars and stuff? That's where a lot of enamel painters dwell. Is that why you know a bit about enamel painting? I've always wanted to do more model car stuff. I enjoy that process. I just don't have time nor space for it. Because it's like, hey, I built this Firebird, this 1978 Firebird. Sweet. Now what do I do with it? I don't want to put it anywhere. So, and that's true. I wouldn't want to go anything super thick for a line of delineation. It would have to be pretty small, pretty thin. And I don't have a ton of colors in enamel. I've got really just the basics, the Roy G. Biv. Is it already? God dang. How is it already nap time? I swear to God. Every time I get into a groove and I start to really start to feel like, yeah, now we're doing something. Now we're laying down some paint. Then it's like, oh wait, it's time for a transition. Oh hey, Mama. Tell her I said hi back, and I'm glad she's feeling better. I'm glad she's still with us. And yeah, tell her to squeeze her little granny with the kitty cat, with the kitty 2 dope, Precious Juggalo. Nice and tight for me. I'll feel it, I promise. All right, we're going to let that dry. Let me put the cap on this, just for safety. Look at that. I'm making good decisions, Army Doc. I'm making good decisions. Whew, that stinks. Hey, Ben Pequeño, what's up, Ben? We're working on something weird today.
Woo, woo!
We got a vintage Cookie Monster cookie jar that I've literally painted from nothing. It had lost all of its paint, so it was blank. Hey, Puck Elf, what's up? Good to see you today.
Woo, woo!
How is everything on the other side of the world, Puck Elf? All right, let's put the lid on that. And let me get this. This is commission, Ben. Yeah. Good question. I don't know if I would ever really want to do this for the shop. It's a big project. All right, let's update the map.
Now it's time for a map update, yeah, Doc knows.
Also, Pops knows.
There's a pin, and a pin onto every stage.
Well, hopefully I got it the right way, Nunya, because I don't remember either. I don't remember either. I think I can't remember. Anyway. I guess we'll find out soon enough. And if it does happen, Nunya, then I'll probably just do the tape method. Oh, I would already know. Okay, good. Then I got it right. Hey, I got it right. All right, we're adding 2 pins to the map today, everyone. 2 pins to the map. Every time I sell something in my shop or a commission or whatever, I add a pin to the map for the customer's location just because it's fun and I like to do it. And the first one is a new customer.
I found a new friend underneath my pillow.
Hello. And they are in Reno, Nevada. That took me entirely too long to see on the map. Also, I was just looking. New Mexico doesn't have a single pin in it. If you're in New Mexico, you gotta figure that out. Come on, my New Mexico jugs. All right, and the next pin is going to Carmel, Indiana. Carmel, Indiana. Some of you may be familiar with that. Just north of Indianapolis. Just north of Indianapolis. I'll be here. Just north of Indianapolis. Booyah! And that right there is how you do a map update. We nailed it! Okay, let's get back to work on our Cookie Monster Juggalo cookie jar. That's just fun to say out loud. Our Cookie Monster Juggalo cookie jar. How often do you hear that said out loud by a human being? I'm betting you've never heard that before. All right, so we do have, obviously, red. Red is a color that we have available. I think I want to try the red border. And what I'm shooting for is something that's maybe a 1/4 inch thick. Maybe. You know, maybe a 1/4 inch. Maybe something like that. First, I got to get this paint mixed up. Uh-oh, did the chat get frozen again? Dang it. I don't know why this happens. Chat got frozen again. Hold on 1 second, y'all. My bad. Oh, there it goes. What's up, Twisted? What's up? We're painting a Cookie Monster cookie jar today. All right, let's try this out. Let's see what we think. Oh, gosh. Ah, thank you, Twisted. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Like I was saying earlier, this has actually been... it's been stressful. This is a labor of love at this point. I really like this piece a lot. I really care about the outcome. I want this to be like I told the client, I want this to be a real showstopper. I want people to see this and go, holy cow, you know? Yeah. I mean, I believe the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, or no, he's wearing a sailor's cap, not a chef's hat. So yeah, it's not the same hat. Not the same hat at all. Okay, let's do a little sample of this. We're just gonna see what this looks like. Hopefully this doesn't suck. Hopefully this works. Okay, that's too much paint. Okay, hold on. First things first, I gotta figure out how to set myself up for success. Get the right angle. And I will say one good thing about what we're doing here, it doesn't have to be a super clean edge because we're going to be coming... Oh, don't put your finger in the paint, you nut job. What's up, Anna Bauer? Good to see you today.
Over the line!
Yeah, over the line.
Woo,
indeed.
woo!
You're right. Don't touch the paint with your fat finger, dum-dum. before we make any decisions about whether or not we like this, let's continue the experiment, okay? We're gonna have to do black up against it, so then we could compare and see what we think. Do we have a consensus that that is a good plan? Okay. This should be pretty well shaken up because I just used it last night. And I got it on my finger just now. That's cool. That's cool. I'm not going to freak out. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Oh, sorry, I just hit the microphone. Yeah, the guy... Yeah, the right angle does make a big difference. Talking about the guy from the Airheads crew. Okay. I think that works. I think that'll be okay. I think that'll be okay. Before I get too far into this, though, let me go back in my messages. I need to make sure this is supposed to be violent, Jay. Give me 1 second. Sorry. I should have done this. This is unprofessional. I should have done this already. Oh yeah, for the record, I'll cover up the price, but that is exactly what it looked like when I got it. That's the eBay listing of the piece, and it was, yeah, like I said, it had lost all of its color. It was just a white blob, and so we've made some really good progress on it so far. Now we just gotta Juggalo it. As soon as I make sure I'm putting the right Juggalo face paint. Oh, I swear we did talk about this. I swear we did. Well, I don't know if we... I feel dumb. I could have sworn we made this decision. I'm sorry, guys. I need to send a message really quick. Okay. Message sent. I suppose either way. Oh, Bad Seed, what's up? Good to see you. Woo woo! What is that? Well, it's a Cookie Monster cookie jar. Here's the other part. Yeah, so it's an old vintage Cookie Monster cookie jar. Yeah. So yeah, I was kind of just telling the group this. This is a commission job. Yeah, sometimes the overhead camera, the angle is not the best for really showing what I'm doing. It's kind of a little too aggressive. But yeah, so this is a commission job of a cookie jar that had, over the years, because this thing is probably as old as I am, over the years this thing had lost all of its paint. So it was just like totally white when it arrived here. So I had to repaint the blue, had to repaint the cookie. The hardest part, Ben, so painting with enamel is not super easy, especially if you paint with acrylic every day. You kind of get used to how acrylic works. I could probably put maybe at least a 5-pack, maybe a 6-pack, depends on how tight we're packing our boo-boos. So yeah, Ben, it's just it's difficult to switch from one type of paint, but it's also, because the type is different, the style of painting is a little different. I mean, it's still putting paint down, but the way the paint interacts is different from acrylic. You kind of acrylic, you can kind of mix things on the surface of whatever you're working on, and kind of it's still kind of workable. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if anything I'm saying right now makes sense. With enamel, you basically are just creating layers. So like right now I'm doing a red layer that I'm going to put a little bit of a black layer over the top of one side. I don't know. Does that make sense? Enamel is just, you know, you can't, it's not just water-based, so you can't just clean it up with water. You got to use some smelly chemicals, and, you know, it's definitely more harsh than water. It's hell on your brushes. That's a thing too. So I have to use, like, yeah, nail polish, exactly. So I use Gregory. What's up over in the vertical chat? Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day.
Woo woo!
I don't know if you recognize this this guy's head that I'm painting right now. This is good old Cookie Monster from Sesame Street. It's a Cookie Monster cookie jar that we are painting as a Juggalo. Okay, I know that looks wretched. I wasn't trying too hard to paint a clean line because I knew that we were going to be going over it with black. We did not discuss. That's funny. Okay, well. All right. I think Jay would work best. But the decision is yours. Yeah, I taped it, Ben. So I taped off the hat and eyeballs. On the lower half, I had to tape off the chocolate chip cookie, and then he's wearing an apron, so I had to tape off the apron. Yeah, we did lose Robert Redford today. He was like super old though, like 89 or something, or 90 something. Do what I think is going to work best. Man, I love that answer. Man, I love that answer. So yeah, I don't know if anybody disagrees with me, but I think Violent J is the way to go here. And that's mainly because I can kind of manipulate his stuff a little bit more. Oh, were you, Bad Seed, were you at the Padre Island or whatever, the Juggalo Island thing? but I'm ugly. Get out of here. Oh, Des Moines. Okay, I got you. Man, I was about to say, if you went to the Juggalo Island, oh boy, I don't know if we're cool enough for you. Let's take another Fago break. Okay. These brushes a little bit. Clean my fingers a little bit because I've got paint on them and I don't want that paint to transfer. It's moments like this when I just kind of like remind myself, oh yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing. Really just making this up. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I am just pretending, I'm just faking it till I make it. I don't know what on earth I'm doing right now. Dipping my fingers in some acetone boogie. Trying to get some paint off my fingers. Last thing I want to do is get some splotch on this face because of my dirty fingers. Gross. Alright, let's close that back up. Stop huffing. And we'll get back to the black. Back to the black. Good grief. Back in black. I hit the sack. I have painted with this black enamel quite a bit at this point. I also should point out, it has been a few days since I spray painted this thing, and I actually spray painted it 2 different times. Actually, like 3 different times, because I had fouled up the finish the first time, so I had to redo it. And then the second time, the finish still wasn't just right. So I went over the top again without sanding, but a nice light coat. And we got a pretty decent, smooth, consistent finish. That's up to JR. That's up to JR and his schedule. That's mainly because, well, not mainly because that I can't answer that because I am not a good friend and I don't pay attention to what my friends tell me. So he's probably told me his schedule, and I'm just a bonehead and I always forget. So I don't remember if Tuesday is on the schedule. But if it's not, then yeah, we'll do some overtime. I'm already approved from the wife. One of my kids stayed late at school. Every weekday, that's right. There we go. There we go. Okay. I knew it was all one way, or it was, I don't know, set days. Yeah, okay. So there you go. There will not be overtime. I will continue to paint, just, you know, cameras off. Or maybe I'll leave the vertical. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. No, I don't want to do that. So yeah, no overtime. We'll just transfer over to. Oh yeah, Crystal. Yeah, there are. These are just like, these are made for enamel paint, and they're like, I don't know, like $3 for a dozen of them, you know? So you basically just use them and chuck them. I'm just a cheapskate, so I clean them and reuse them a couple times before I chuck them. Most people paint once, chuck it. I just pretend like I lived through the Depression because, I don't know, role play? Maybe? I don't know. Because I got depression, yeah. Yeah, I hoard paintbrushes because I got depression. Later, Pops. Have a good evening. Like I said, tell Mama to hug that piece and I will feel it from here, I swear. I swears it. Already? God bless it. Oh, so you got something that looks similar to that, eh? I got two of them. I got one that's hanging up next to my map in the background, and then I've got a second one that I just haven't decided what to do with yet. Yeah, they chuck those out like crazy. Oh yeah, I had to blow into mine to make them look normal. Yeah, those clowns, I tell you what, they are definitely masters of Faygo launching. And anyone that's tried to launch a Faygo could definitely confirm that. Because it's not easy. They make it look real easy. It is not easy. I'm not trying to pretend like I know what to do, because I can't do it. Makes me look like an idiot anytime I try. Yeah. It's kind of a free-for-all during Faygo Armageddon. There's just stuff flying everywhere. People flying everywhere. There's just so much chaos and fun. I don't know if you were here when I talked about it, but when I saw the clowns here in Kansas City not too long ago, it was actually my first experience. Hey, what's up, Ninja? And it was an incredible show. I've been to a lot of concerts. I used to run a music venue, so I've been to a lot of concerts. What's up, Don? But that show, that clown show, that was the first time I had fun in a live music setting in years. I felt like a kid again, and I'm saying that as a 45-year-old man with, a mortgage, a wife and kids, all the things that make my life not a kid, like fun kid experience. But yeah, that clown show, I legitimately felt like a kid for for the span of the show. I enjoyed it in a way that I have not enjoyed a live show in a long time. The last time I remember being so engaged and actively part of the chaos of the crowd would have been circa 2002, seeing a punk band called Calibretto 13. And that was a fun time, too. Oh, there you go. Don Chaos. Just got done with Gore Fest, and now he's going to see the clowns. He is riding a Juggalo high right now. Yeah. And you know, it was crazy swill to see how many young folks were there. I assumed it would just be a bunch of, you know, people in their 40s, maybe in their 30s, you know, which there were a lot of people my age-ish. But there were a lot of people in their 20s, you know, there were teenagers, there were young fans, and they definitely had fun. It was very cool. Okay. One second. We're gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna... Oh, God. What's up?
Woo woo!
You showed up in the middle of a diarrhea. Okay. Let's, sorry, we need to wrap it up. My buddy JR is waiting for us to raid him over on Twitch. Ben, I don't know. Do you want me to keep the vertical stream going? I feel bad. I don't want to chew into JR's stuff, but if you really do want to watch, yeah, I might just turn off the mic and just let the vertical go and just keep painting for at least 30 more minutes. Or not. Maybe I'll just focus in and get it done, and I'll post pictures. Yeah. Actually, I won't, because it's still a surprise, so I won't do that. It's free real estate. Never mind. It's free real estate. Okay, anyway, it's been a great Tuesday. Thank you for hanging out. Everybody on the vertical stream, thank you for being here. If you haven't already, be sure and hit the old thumbs up on the way out. I would appreciate you.
Very nice.
So vertical, goodbye to you. The rest of you, thanks for hanging out. If you're also on YouTube on the horizontal, don't forget the thumbs up. I need your thumbs. Donate every single thumb. If you're on Twitch, stick with me. We're gonna go raid JR, and yeah, that'll be it for the day. So I appreciate y'all for hanging out. Love you guys so much. We'll be back again tomorrow. Same jug time, same jug channels, same jug chaos. I don't know what we'll be painting. We'll find out tomorrow. All right, I'll see you then. Don't do anything stupid. Bye.
It's another jug that time's done in this beautiful dungeon. Shovel's day for another masterpiece done. Would you be back tomorrow? Could you be back tomorrow? Much clown love to everyone, and goodbye till we come back again. Come back again. Woo, woo, woo.
Wait, is that theme music? Credits? What are you guys doing? Why are you here? The show's over. Get out of my dungeon, you bunch of weirdos.